What's up, guys? Welcome back to Libertalia Game Supply. We're going to do a quick deck profile for you here today. So I got my Infernoble Knights here. Main and side, or main and extra deck, no side deck. I tend to stay away from that just because it'll be pretty much based on the local you're playing in. But we'll get right into it. So we got the Immortal Phoenix Gearfried, just the one of. I suppose you could play two if you wanted to see more of it. If you have it in your hand, it's usually live. Like, you can get the equip necessary to summon this thing, and then it's a really good card. The only problem is that it's not really searchable on anything other than Icehold, which means you can't use it the turn you search it, which makes it really slow. Having two of them doesn't really fix that for you, and I definitely wouldn't play three. So I think the one is good. For the Infernobles, we've got three Renaud. This is the one that special summons itself from the hand if you have a Fire Warrior on the field and becomes a tuner. That's the only reason we're playing three of them. It's a tuner extender, which is a lot of what the deck is extenders and combo pieces. Then we got three Oliver. I would say this is the best Infernoble Knight just in terms of like what you can do with it. I suppose we'll leave this stuff here. So you can special summon this from your hand also, and it will also become a tuner by discarding a Fire Warrior monster. Also, it's nice for the lock with, I think Charles is the big synchro guy. So I do play the Metal Silver Armor lock, and so this is what makes that lock possible. It's also an okay normal summon, being a level 4 tuner also, if you were to be without any of your better normal summons, which in this deck, really a lot of the cards are not normal summon based. And then our last one is the one Ogier. Just a little graveyard setup there. And for extenders here, we've got the triple Red Layer and the triple Fire Flint Lady. Whoo, that was a challenging one. So Red Layer is just really good turn 1, or if you get board wiped, it's just a Cyber Dragon, I guess. And then Fire Flint Lady is good all the time. So if you control a warrior monster, special summon it from your hand. It's a level 1, so it's kind of nice for being able to like adjust available levels on the field for synchro summoning plays. Otherwise, link summoning plays. Really nice there. Then we got the 3 Neospace Connector, and then the 1 Garnet, the 1 Aqua Dolphin. So I think this is pretty self-explanatory. We want to rip stuff out of the hand. We want the extra bodies on board. So really, turn 1, this is the only normal summon you're really looking to actually ever make. Everything else is special summonable, or it's not the most optimal normal summon. So that makes the deck kind of efficient in that you're not looking for a specific normal summon, but you also have no desire to use a normal summon outside of this. Unless it's like just because you can get the extra body on board. But turn 1, normal summon, special summon, rip something, and then Icehold, and then you're off from there. So pretty necessary part of the deck, I would say. And then our bricks, we've got the Gemba for our Auroradon combo. We've got the Colt Wing for our Auroradon combo. We've got the Deskbot 1 for our Auroradon combo. So they're just necessary to play to be able to go into your Auroradon stuff. If you draw this, I think just this one, that kind of ruins some stuff unless you can find a way around, maybe using something to banish it or whatever. But for the most part, it doesn't interrupt you too much. And if you end up drawing the ones that you don't want to draw, there's still plays to go into. You just don't get to make the same like straightforward Auroradon board with your standard synchros. And then for our hand traps, we just play 3 Ash Blossom because it's the best one in the game. And this deck is meant to be a little bit more competitive. For spells, we got one-ofs, we got Reinforcement, and we got Called by the Grave. So just for the search, to protect your plays a little bit. You don't have much more than that. I suppose you could play the Crossout Designator. I personally don't like the card that much because of how much extra space it takes up with like the extra things you got to play in the deck to have targets and all that other nonsense. We play 2 Heritage of the Chalice. 2 is good. You don't really need 3. You're not searching your Noble Knights all that often. Even the Noble Arms, that you're searching. So the only ones we're playing is the triple Durandal. This is also a search, and it searches more than just the Noble Knights, so that's the better search. So this is only going to be used for a very specific combo piece, or to search this thing to search a different combo piece. And then for the rest of our equips, we play the 3 DDR, so this is like extender, super extender, and a little bit of graveyard setup. The 1 living fossil, like a Monster Reborn, a Divined Sword, Phoenix Blade. So this is going to set up the DDR most of the time. It's in the graveyard. You're going to banish your 2 to get it back, and then you're going to, hopefully you've banished something with forethought into what it is you're trying to bring back with the DDR. And then the Metal Silver Armor for the lock with the King Charles. So basically, you're going to do whatever, Synchro Summon the Charles during the end phase. You're going to grab this from the graveyard. So usually, when I do the Isold play, I dump both of these because they're the only ones that have a ton of value in the graveyard, and then summon the Gemba and go from there. So you'll grab the Metal Silver from the graveyard, you'll grab the Oliver from the deck, and then they'll both equip to Charles. The Metal Silver says that your opponent can't use effects that target anything other than the Charles, and then the Oliver says you can't target that monster with effects, so it kind of shuts off card effects unless they find an out. So it's not unbreakable, but it's fun and it's pretty easy to play. Like, it doesn't take up extra space. It's one card in the main deck that you might not normally play, and then we got the 3 imperms to finish that up. That could be, you know, probably Forbidden Droplets would be better, but who's got the extra $300+ laying around, you know? And then for the extra deck here, I've got the 1 Halifabrax for the combo. You're just using it to get into your Auroradon and to pull out your Deskbot. Double Isold. 2 is nice, just in case, you know. The 1 Auroradon. We got 1 Appaloosa. This I would probably make an access code, just because access code is busted. Appaloosa is pretty good too, but access code is definitely better. But these are all the Link monsters I'm playing. Actually, now that I'm talking about it, I will switch that out with an access code. So disregard the Appaloosa. That's going to be an access code. It's only not in here because I had it in something else for just for some playing around with like a little bit more casual deck. So that'll be coming back. For synchros, we got the 1 Herald of the Arclight, so the Negate, the 1 Balmung, the 1 Captain Roland, the 2 Power Tool Dragons, the 1 Shooting Riser, so all that stuff is for your Auroradons. This will search your DDR. This will be kind of graveyard setup or setting up for synchro summons to make like your Borreload Savage, your Omega. There you go. Borreload Savage, amazing card. Actually, if you guys didn't know, even the secret rare version of this thing is now like $50-$60. So hopefully there's a reprint coming soon for you guys that don't yet have one, because that is nuts. The 1 Charles for the lock, big body and the lock, and then we got the 1 Draco Sack. Just for, you can use your power tools, you can use your Shooting Riser. There's also your Colt Wing can adjust its level based on what's on the field, and so you can use a level 7 Colt Wing with, you know, any of these also. So there's ways to get into that. But that'll do that. That'll do it for the deck profile today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I got through that one a little bit faster, so a little bit easier to consume. If you guys got other decks you'd like to see profiled in the future, or you want to see a combo demo with this deck or whatever, leave it down in the comments below. I'd be happy to talk to you guys about whatever deck profiles you want to see, whatever things you think could be changed in this one. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for a couple minutes here today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.